How y'all doing, man? This is Nic Rattlehead here with my homie, Matt the Graph. Say hi,
Hey.
Matt.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I'm good, man. How about you?
I'm okay.
Why you look
Hey,
so shocked? Yes.
Have you listened to any good music today?
Yeah.
Was it good?
No.
Tell me about that.
Okay, so he really just wants to drag this. Let's just get this over with.
Hey Nick, who's one of your favorite bands?
I love Alice in Chains, Matt.
Have they put out a good album since like 10 years ago?
Well, since 10 years ago, yeah, this new one just ain't one of them. Okay, so he's teasing me right now. Y'all don't know why he's doing it. Okay, so Alice in Chains released an album called Rainier Fog, and let's just go ahead and just address the elephant in the room. It's terrible. It's, oh my gosh, is it trash? And it breaks my heart because I'm such a fan. Like, the Lane Staley era is dang near flawless. And I was even cool with the beginning of the William Duvall era when they did Black Gives Way to Blue. The Devil Put Dinosaurs Here was starting to go in a weird, more poppy direction with a little bit more clean production, but I was still on board with songs like Hollow and Stone. Sure. And then, and Phantom Limb, that's also a great track too. This one, though, it says, hey, what is Alice in Chains? Vocal harmonies. Let's do that. Let's do a whole bunch of vocal harmonies. It's like, okay, what else? Let's do some sludgy riffs. Okay, take it back. Let's not do sludgy riffs. Let's just make it clean and pristine as possible. Matt, this is not an Alice in Chains album. It's not. I don't care what anybody says. You want to know how many good songs is on this album? Would you like me to tell you?
Can I take a guess?
Sure, go.
0.
You're closer than you think, sir. You're closer than you think. One. Dude, one good song. I don't even remember how many tracks is on the doggone thing. Like, that's how. And Matt, I went and bought the album.
Sucker.
I have the. Don't. You're rubbing salt in the wound at this point. You're rubbing salt in the wound at this point. Okay. I went out. I bought the album, Matt. I cannot tell you how many times I've spun this album, trying my best to like this song because they came out with a single before the album dropped called "Not the One You Know," and I said, okay, I'm about to get this in. An Alice in Chains single. Let's go. Matt, I kid you not, when it comes to that staccato freaking riff that goes like I'm like, what is this? What is this? What type of uninspired guitar riff, Fisher Price, my first guitar riff is this? What is this? And it doesn't, what I will say is a great thing about that track though is the way that Jerry sings the verses. He just screams them. And it's like, yo, that's dope. And then it goes into a chorus that feels pasted on. And just like, they didn't know what to do. So they said, you know what? To hell with it. Let's just sing in harmony and then make it smooth as possible. Smooth does not equal Alice in Chains. I want my Alice in Chains to feel like the auditory version of shredded leather, ripped denim, muddy boots, and filth. Just 50 feet of filth. That's what I want. And I got nothing. The producer's name is Nic Rattlehead. I can never pronounce his last name. Nic Rattlehead, right? And he did the Deftones' Diamond Eyes album. He did Koi no Yoken.
What happened here?
He ain't the guy for the job. That's what happened. Because he has such a measured way of producing, and it's so clean, right? And it works for Deftones. It works for them, right? Because of that whole cool, ethereal, spacey thing that they do, right? It works for them, right? It's like shoegaze, new metal, hint of R&B, and then Deftones just took it all and just said, there you go. That's Deftones, right? Alice in Chains ain't that. It's not that at all. Like, and Michael Jordan on Dirt, he knew that. Alice in Chains knew that when they produced the Jar of Flies EP. Old Cat, did Jordan do Facelift? Anybody in the comments, if you guys know who produced Facelift off the top of your head, could you just please put that down there? Because I'm thinking it's Jordan, I might be wrong. At least they knew how to produce them. Make it ugly. Make it ugly to match the lyrical content, right? Even for the beginning of the Duval era, right? Which is funny because Nic Rattlehead produced Black Gives Way to Blue, which was great. Great. Songs like All Secrets Known, Lesson Learned, Looking in View, and the rest of the stuff. Great. It was smudgy. It's like if you're drawing, it's like somebody left the fingerprints and the smudge marks all over the paper, which is what I expect from Alice in Chains, right? He knew what he was doing. But why in God's name is this so clean? You see what I mean? It's like everything is so polished. And in songs like, what is it, Fly, I think is what it's called. So it starts out with an acoustic married with an electric guitar playing the same riff, right? And it's pretty much playing on the cliche of Alice in Chains where, you know, they did songs like No Excuses and Fly Away where they're doing the acoustic thing with a little bit of electric thrown in there, right? It's not terrible, per se. It hits all the right Alice in Chains notes, but I think that's what the problem is, right? It hits what should be Alice in Chains without pushing anything further. And then that's my problem. Songs like Red Giant, where it does have like that sludgy riff and it just trudges along. And you're like, yes, this is what I paid my $10.99 for. This is what I wanted. And then the song ends. Just done. Did you remember the last episode of The Sopranos where they were talking like mid-sentence and all of a sudden you see? That's what happens on Red Giant. And you're like, no, why? Matt, I wish this album was better. I wish, look into my heart, Matt. Look, if I could take my shirt off today, I would, but you probably see the bird flying around in it, but like still, I'm not gonna do that. But if you could see my heart, Matt, you would see how in many pieces it is that this album isn't good. And everybody's entitled to having one bad album. Stevie Wonder had a bad album. Michael Jackson had he had an album called Bad, but he had a terrible album in like Blood on the Dance Floor. Like, you know what I mean? Like if The Cure can make a bad album, I'm fine with Alice in Chains having one in the canon. But dag nabbit, I didn't expect it. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't see that. I saw it coming. I was just hoping it wasn't coming. Let me just be honest. I saw it coming because, like, what's the name of that song? It'll come to me. Because most of this album is forgettable anyhow, so I don't feel necessarily too bad that I can't remember the name of it. I saw it coming, Matt. I saw it coming. And I was hoping the train wouldn't hit me. And the train laid me out like street pizza. And and I can't recommend this album to anybody. Like I can't, you know what I mean? Like in all good conscience, if somebody came to me who was willing to get into, 90s hard rock, the grunge era, that type of thing, I would be like, cool. And they'd be like, I heard about this band called Alice in Chains. Cool, take your time. Hold on, stop. If you're going to get into Alice in Chains, Jar of Flies, Dirt, Black Gives Way to Blue, self-titled, in that order. That's what you do, in that order. Because that means you get a good bit of the old, a splash of the new, and then the old again. You see what I mean? This, I pray it gets lost in their discography like the 2008 I think it was a self-titled release from The Cure that came out, and I hope that gets lost in translation. You see what I mean? Like, this is bad. This is bad. Look, this is Nic Rattlehead. I don't listen to it. This is Matt the Graph.
Hey.
If you like me, I understand there's probably going to be a lot of Alice in Chains fans out there who's going to give me a hard time, and they're probably going to make fun of the fact that I took my hat off and I probably need a haircut. They're going to probably come at me like that.
It's okay, I don't have hair.
Oh, okay. Well, see, there you go. But if you like what we do, please hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell as well to be notified whenever we release another review. Until then, we will see you guys later. Peace.